Land banking is considered to be one of the secrets of the rich when it comes to both the Nigerian context and the African context of building wealth through real estate. We have seen cases repeatedly where somebody would buy a 7 million naira land in 1987 and selling that same land for as high as 3.5 billion naira after 30 years of keeping that said land. Now, also, we have seen cases of somebody buying a 350,000 naira land in 2005 and selling that same land for 91 million naira in today's inflation rate. And this is the principle of land banking, keeping that said land for a period of time to gain profit without you doing anything on that particular land. But what is affecting the appreciation of that said property is because of the development of other areas of that said locations, right? So this is the principle of land banking. But now let's bring it back to the Abuja Nigerian context. As of today, land banking is no longer something that you can do because of the new land reform in this very city. And what does the new land reform state? It says that if you buy a piece of land, you are given a period of 2 years to develop that said land. If not, that now gives the authority to the current FCT Minister to revoke that said property because you have failed to develop that said land within the specified period of 2 years. Now, the reason for this land reform bill is to make sure that every location inside this very city sees development as it proceeds, right? So that is the idea of the new land reform bill. But nevertheless, in this third video, I'll be sharing what I consider to be the solutions of different people that want to do land banking in this very city, and also giving you more insight as to what you can do for you to gain returns on investment while investing in land without you doing anything on that particular land. This is going to be our subject matter for today, so do ensure to stay till the very end to be informed of what you are going to do moving forward, as this land reform bill is to take place from the 21st of April 2025. And this is very, very important. You should stay till the very end. My name is Alefune David, and I am the real estate broker in the city of Abuja, who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you, and also bringing you the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in this very city. Now, I have made mention of the principle of land banking and how you can make money from it. Nevertheless, what I would want to say is that the new land reform bill has been in existence for a very long time in the Abuja Land Administration. The only thing is that it was not being implemented, it was not being enforced as to how this city is developing. On a usual sense or a normal day, when a land is allocated to anybody, you are expected to develop that said land within a period of 2 to 3 years. I have stated severally that one of the big construction firms in Abuja, their land was recently revoked because they've not developed that said land for over 10 years. That is them not taking possession of that said land for 10 years. Right? So what the current FCT Minister is doing is to ensure that he is enforcing this particular law to the Abuja Land Administration. This is where we now develop the idea of both short-term and long-term land banking in the city of Abuja. Short-term means you buying a land and keeping for 1-2 years and selling for as high as what you got it initially. Then for the long term, it is you buying land and keeping for as high as 5 years, 6 years, and 7 years if you want to keep that said land for that specified period of time. That is how we came up with this particular principle of both short-term and long-term land banking in the city of Abuja. There are several solutions to the current land reform bill as it concerns investing into long-term land banking or short-term land banking, which I'll be sharing in this particular video. Now, first off, when you're investing into the city of Abuja, ensure to invest into estates, not just any type of estate. Invest into estates that definitely going to give you off-plan investment. That means if, for example, an estate has over 100 hectares, the developer has plans to give you 60% of off-plan. Off-plan, that means he is building himself. Therefore, the remaining 40% is selling off as landed properties. In that sense, the expected reality as to the current land reform bill is that the government has no right to now revoke that entire estate because a few of the persons that owns the land inside that particular estate has not developed their property, because the developer has the capacity to develop the 60% that have been promised, and therefore giving the remaining 40% the time to keep their land for a very long time, for short-term or for long-term land banking. Another solution to the introduction of the current land reform bill is that as an investor, you are investing into off-plan properties. And by off-plan properties, what I mean is that you are buying houses before they are built. And another interesting thing about investing into off-plan investment as of right now in the FCT is that because of the introduction of the recent land reform bill, the government, they are now obligated to provide infrastructures in different locations before people even start to move into those locations, therefore giving your investment into off-plan properties the appreciation it needs for you to sell off within the next 1-2 years. These now provide investors with the chance to keep off-plan projects for not as long as 3 years, but now because of the rapid development, for as long as 1 year and 2 years respectively. If you're very familiar with this YouTube channel, I shared a video sometime last week where I talked about another solution as it concerns the current land reform bill. Therefore, this solution is that you are investing into neighboring locations of the FCT, places like Kaishi and all other locations. Because of the development of the FCT, it is impacting these locations positively, therefore now giving you the opportunity as an investor for you to buy these lands for the long term for 6 or even 7 years. And because of the development of the FCT, it is affecting these areas positively. Because of the road constructions of the FCT, it is getting to these areas like Kaishi because of infrastructures and everything that has to do with it. Very recently, we were on an inspection with a client, and she said something that some of these locations that are neighboring locations to the FCT, they enjoy road amenities and infrastructures better than other states, and there is a reason for that, right? So these said things now affect the neighboring locations positively, therefore giving you as an investor the edge to invest into this location because of one, the demand, and what it is set to present to you as an investor who wants to invest for the long term. I will drop the link of that said video below, so do ensure to watch that video to get more details as it concerns how you can invest into these locations. These are some of the things I decided to share with you, the idea of land banking and its current solution of the land reform bill that has been passed into the Abuja Land Administration. I hope this video has been insightful for you so far, and now you are now ready to build what leveraging on some of the information I have shared in this particular video. Once again, my name is Alefune David, and I am the real estate broker in the city of Abuja, who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating and also bringing you the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in this very city. If you want to get more information of how you can do this in the city of Abuja, do ensure to reach out to me on the number shown right on your screen. Let us get you started on strategic investment as it concerns investing into this very city for returns on investment as it is developing. See you on our next video session. Until then, stay safe.